Lights, camera, action.
In a studio where local filmmakers talk to other filmmakers about the inside world of film.
Cut.
That's not the script. It. We'll fix it in post. Do you wonder how films are produced and what really goes on behind the scenes? Well, stand by. Filmmakers Kevin Munfrey, Victoria V.A. Jones, and Carson Hype Ferguson explain all the details. Right here on It. We Will Fix It in Post podcast.
What's up, everybody? I'm Kevin Munfrey, and I'm here with some of my colleagues at Goodco Company, Victoria V.A. Jones, and Karsten, the Hype Man Ferguson. All right, and today we have our first guest. So she is the founder and owner of Honeybee Productions, also a writer and producer. It is Miss Melissa Pensitdown Smith. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
We need a golf clap in there.
We'll add that in post. So let's just start with a little information about you. So what's got you into writing?
Well, first off, thank you for having me. My writing journey began, I would say, when I was a toddler. My dad used to read to me a lot, and so that kind of sparked my imagination. And then in school, once you learn how to write, it was just pretty much from there. My imagination kind of took off. I was the only child for about 5 years, so I just kind of wrote stories. I made them up. And I would say about middle school was when I started to explore poetry. And I won my first contest in the 8th grade. That was pretty exciting. And then I started to learn about, Maya Angelou and Nikki Giovanni. And so I started reading them and fell in love even more. And I always kind of gravitated towards English in school.
Okay.
And so those were like my favorite subjects because there was always a writing project. And so, yeah, from there, I ended up majoring in journalism and mass comm in undergrad. And I was in the Poetry Guild there. I was poet laureate for 2 years. My poems were featured in the TSU Meter. Shout out to all my Tigers, TSU alumni.
Shout out to the Tigers.
And, I have been writing poetry just for fun, just kind of for therapy. And I would say about 2 years ago, I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to publish. So let me just try it. And I ended up self-publishing my first book, Heart for Sale, 70% off. It is on Amazon, and it's on my website, melissapensitdown.com. And it's basically just like an open diary. My experience of being a Black girl in America, love and heartbreak, self-identity, self-confidence or the lack thereof. So, yeah.
So do you remember like the first story you wrote?
The first story probably had to do about like my family vacation, I would say. Us going like to the beach or like Disney World. I remember kind of writing that out. Yeah.
Everybody loves Disney World. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why they have all of our money.
And
I went twice.
Yeah.
Oh, my niece went for her birthday. I've never been to Disney World.
Never?
No. Like, so the Mickey Mouse as a mascot, whatever, that thing scares me. I don't like
this
mice.
day?
That makes sense.
I don't scare me. I just want to be, I have like mentally a restraining order against
Oh,
that
okay.
mouse.
I understand.
So
I get it.
I keep,
I'm like that with Chuck E. Cheese. I never mess with him.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Child's Play.
I did too.
I was like,
I did too. Oh.
hey, I ain't been no friend to the end in a long time.
That used to scare me when I was younger, but like when they saw like the reboot of it, it's like, so y'all need to just burn this thing up or something? Like it's a doll.
I'm telling you what. I was like,
That's
even
the
as an
80s.
adult, you ain't messing with that doll. You ain't messing with that
I know
doll.
people who have that doll
Yeah.
and they're like in their car.
Stick it on the front of their cars.
Nah, I'm good.
October coming up. You're going to see a lot of that going on.
I'm good.
I actually had a My Buddy doll.
Yeah. Sales went down right after that.
Went straight to
went
Goodwill.
Damn.
Straight to Goodwill.
So when you write like poetry in your stories, like how many times are you rewriting before you just know you're finished?
My process is kind of interesting. Sometimes I kind of meditate on like an emotion for a while, or sometimes it just kind of flows out of me. I will say, since I had been writing all that time and then decided to publish in 2018, I did go back and read a lot of poems and kind of edit some of those because, you're a younger writer and there's easier ways to say what you're trying to get across that's, simpler and kind of hits better. So I feel like most of the time when I write, it's just like one and done, but then I'll go back and read and then edit later down the road.
Now, does reading poetry from other authors, does that help you in your writing as well?
Absolutely. It kind of helps me kind of identify, okay, they kind of have the same type of personality as me, the same type of writing style. Also kind of help me hone my style as well. So, yeah.
So do you remember when you started sharing like your poetry and your stories to like family and friends?
Yeah. So like my dad's side, most of them are here in Tennessee. And whenever we get together, it's like story time. We laugh, we joke. And we would always do like these family talent shows. And so I would share poetry. And, I was just doing it as my talent, but discovered that, it was being received well. So I would be asked to write poems for birthday celebrations and anniversaries. And so I was like, oh, okay, I may be kind of good, because your family not going to lie to you.
She says some relationships. Look at her. It's like, man, I got to put something on this card.
Oh, yeah. So you're a Hallmark writer for the family.
I mean, slick, yeah. I mean, I need to go back and charge
that works
some
out.
interest.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I've been doing that for 20 years plus.
I'm going to tell you right
For
now,
free.
if you try to go back and get some money from that family, you ain't going to see them at the next family reunion.
True.
Or until you make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Oh,
until you
and
make it.
when that happens, you're gonna have some brand new cousins.
Brand new.
Oh, for sure.
I'm trying to
Places
tell you.
you've never heard of, like
Right.
Belize,
Uh,
or like the deepest.
Oh no!
Could
The
be
best
accurate.
one is I'm related to your third cousin on your dad's side, married to your.
He didn't tell you about me?
Right.
removed. Right.
Removed twice.
Yeah.
Now I'm back in the family somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Somehow, just kind of.
Right.
I'm going to tell you right now about them third and fourth cousins. I got one right now. I only seen him one time in my life, and he still owe me an action figure.
An action figure?
Yeah. We was playing in the yard when I lived in Alabama, and he messed up my action figure. It was like the best one I had.
Are you still bitter about the action figure?
Oh, man.
Yo, I heard.
Man.
He said that was so.
It's trash.
Therapy.
It's trash.
Therapy, get that.
It was
That's
trash. Nah, therapy ain't going to help that.
That's a.
What's going to help that is he get these hands. That's what's going to help that.
Hey, cousin. Hey, man, I've been waiting on you.
Right.
Hey,
So,
we was 6.
Melissa, I got a question for you. So since you write scripts, you must have a big imagination, right?
Yeah.
So you daydream a lot.
Yeah, I've started to as I've gotten older. Yeah.
So when you were younger, you didn't do it?
If I did, I didn't recognize it as daydreaming because as the
Gotcha.
only child, like you just,
Well, I understand that because I have older siblings, but they weren't around. So technically, kind of, I was like the only child. So I would daydream a lot.
Okay.
So I understand the process of doing that.
Yeah.
So I get that. That's
Yeah.
why I had to ask you that,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah. And it's weird to be in your 30s now and say that you daydream, but it's true. Like a lot of my, stories or narratives will come to me when I'm just like chilling and just like, dazed out. So.
Honestly, I
But-
think we do it more when we're older.
But
Especially if you had a job you don't like.
Is it weird, though? Is it weird to like actually use your imagination?
No.
I mean, 'cause that's all it is.
I think more people do it. They just don't admit it.
No, people think that you're crazy when you admit it. That's why they don't. That's why people don't say it. But a lot of people do it.
I talk to myself. I'm like, look at you. Look what you did this
The
time.
worse the traffic is, the more I end up talking to myself. Because I know the car in front of me doesn't hear me, but I'm really talking to the car in front of me.
Well, yeah, that's an outburst. That's kind of different. Everybody does it. I'm talking about literally like sitting by
Right.
yourself, talking to yourself.
Now I go through lines or some just like lines by myself because the way I may think of it in my head, and if I say it, go, oh, that don't work. I gotta try. So I do that.
But it's crazy because literally the short films that I've wrote, like I talk to myself, but at the same time it's in my head. So I just write it down as I'm seeing it. It's like you can literally see it.
We're the same person.
I can see it. Like it's right there.
So even like with the dialogue, it's like that with you all as well.
Yeah, you can
like
see it.
I that's exactly how mine. I like see everything and then I write it out loud.
See, I see pictures. I don't see dialogue.
Okay.
So in my mind, everything's a silent film.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, yo, can y'all say something?
That's
Funny.
very, very artistic. It's very artistic.
I didn't want it to be that artistic, but it's just like,
You're abstract.
yo, if y'all could talk, this would make this easier for me. So I always know the picture. It's like, I don't know what y'all gonna say. So they're just talking, but it's like I can't hear them. But
It's like
That's kind of dope, though.
still photos put together.
Right.
yeah.
Tell the story. I get that. Yeah.
especially when I was working like any other job, and I'm just kind of dozing off or whatever.
Right.
I just see the pictures in my head. I'm like, okay, I can make a story about that.
Right.
Now, if I can just get y'all to talk, I can finish this a lot quicker. Because dialogue is a nightmare for me.
Like I never like it. It's never like that. It's kind of like I close my eyes and I'm daydreaming and I can see the whole. That's why I don't need a storyboard. I don't need none of that. Even if you give me a script and I read it like once, I don't need to storyboard it out. It's just there. I can see it.
So like you see it, like the whole details.
Yeah, I can see all of it.
Visualizer.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can see it. It's crazy to me.
It's crazy to me too.
I don't get it. I'm glad that you get it.
Yeah.
Because I try to tell people this and they just think I'm really crazy.
I mean, I don't think most people like think in detail, or like I think people think in the basics.
Yeah.
They don't see things. And I didn't mean that as a dig.
Oh man! Like people thinking basics.
I didn't
I'm
mean
very
that as a
analytical, so I like to know all the details and
So,
see everything. And know
yeah.
where
People
it
don't
is.
tend to, because you do like I always know you have an eye. You'll see things that I don't see.
Right.
So, but I know me. I think I see it as is.
Okay.
I say you see the corners, you
I
see
got
the
you.
shapes, you see the colors, and all of that.
It's detailed. And it's really like sometimes it does. Does it like scare you sometimes?
I would say no, because I feel like whenever it's like downloaded to me like that it's like a divine
Gotcha.
deposit.
Gotcha.
So it's not even like I'm a vessel, but it's not even like really coming from me. So I just think it's
yeah,
dope.
I get
you
it.
know?
It is dope,
Yeah.
but sometimes it like it gets it real. I get it real close, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
why? Like it's kind of like, oh my goodness, like how did I see that? And then you
'Cause
see it
shows
put
the
out.
God-given purpose. That's
Yeah,
why.
you're right. It is. I believe the same thing. Like God has given me these visions, but it's like sometimes it's like really scary on how it's really right there, and
Yeah.
it just comes out.
So I think a painter or like a sculptor also sees like that.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with that too, because I can't draw the best. Like I got a cousin that can really draw and paint, but I can draw, so I understand that.
I used to draw
That's why I
nothing
like
but
the storyboards too, though, because I like to see like the vision of
Right.
of the creator, and then I'm also artistically inclined. I'll say so. I like to draw and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
straight stick figures for me. I used to try to draw when I was younger, but I was making whole comic books with stick figures.
But there's a market for that.
Right.
I'm sure.
Put it on the shirt.
Yeah,
Stick,
actually, you're right.
Stick figures, and then put a little smirky comment on it, and that's the shirt that somebody gonna buy.
a
Yup.
whole meme.
Right.
Yup.
You're actually right.
Exactly.
Got my mind wandering at this point because, with that, why they got us all at home? It's gonna make me some money.
They had that stick figure action joint going on in the early 2000s too. Like, I mean, they redid the Matrix with stick figures, and they had this one crazy karate scene with a dude like had nunchucks, and they took pieces from Enter the Dragon. Yeah, it was pretty elaborate, and I'm talking about like it wasn't even like short. It was pretty
Got a
long.
full feature.
You're talking about like 10, 20 minutes of stick figures fighting. He's just watching it like, oh man,
I
look
think
at him.
I've seen that before.
Look at him.
People
Okay,
watch
go.
other people play video games, so I believe you.
True.
I watch other people play video games.
I can't do it.
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. It's like most of the time they're playing the game and they're just talking crazy about like something that's going on.
Huh.
It's just like almost like background noise. You're seeing them play the game,
But you're really listening to them talk.
yeah, you just listen to them talk. A lot of cats be doing that now.
Jesus, I couldn't do that. Well, back
Make
to
a
your.
lot of money too.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Back to your detailed eye. Does that help you when you kind of transitioned from poetry to writing scripts?
Yeah, absolutely. Because like even when I'm writing poetry, like I do kind of see the emotion as a visual thing too. But when it comes to script, like all of that is, encompasses the emotion, the scenery, the personalities of the people involved, the location, all of that is in the details. So, and I'm excited and like inquisitive about all of that and like writing it and see how it develops and all of that.
Now, so like going to the world of script writing, was this more of like a natural progression from poetry, or was this something that motivated you to do it?
I mean, I used to write scripts when I was younger. I didn't necessarily know what I was doing, but because, like you said, that imagination, I used to write scripts. And so, to me, I guess because writing is so much of my personality, it was an easy transition, but I knew that they were two separate things, if that makes sense.
So it wasn't a difficult transition.
I wouldn't say difficult, but it's definitely, you have to know the technical aspects of it and know the differences between, poetry, prose, and script writing and the format and all of that.
So the project that we all worked together was your short, Secrets. What motivated you to write that?
Well, I guess collaborating with you, wonderful people, us wanting to,
Hercules.
Yeah,
We'll add some hand claps on that too.
yeah, wanting to put some work out in these streets and represent Nashville and just coming up with ideas on kind of what kind of stories we wanted to tell. And, we just had an idea, okay, Secret would be some kind of crime, short mystery thing. And it just kind of from there, my mind, again, the imagination is just kind of, the doors just flew open. Like if I wanted to tell a crime story, kind of what would it look like? And
all right, and for this, you all can kind of chime in on it. For people who don't know, like the process of shooting a short film, can you kind of talk about the process of finding the actors, the location, just kind of setting up for that day to shoot?
Hire somebody else to do it.
If you got the funds.
yeah.
Trade good food to get somebody else to do it.
Yeah, we're talking like broke, bareback. Like,
Hey, you can barter some stuff. I'm like, hey, somebody might need a bathroom cleaned up.
Trade is a good thing. I trade all the time, but for as a job and for as creating is two different things. So I'd rather us hit the ground running, doing it ourselves than trying to get somebody else to do something that you're trying to create type deal. So
then you have that issue of you're explaining your vision to somebody else.
right. And it's better for not even the director. It's better for the writer to pick the talent anyways, because the writer knows what they want. The director is there to basically direct, but the writer knows the character, knows the mood. So having the writer pick the talent is better.
All right, Ms. Ryan, so what was your process on finding your talent for your film?
Yeah, to piggyback on Miss VA, seeing the characters in my head, kind of knowing their personalities, their motivation, kind of had an idea of what I was looking for to come through the screen. And so, you make a casting call and you write down the specifics of what you want. And then, working with you guys, you kind of already had a database of people that you already, use and that you could refer. And then I, send it out and just let the chips fall. And yeah, it was dope.
It was a good chip though, because the two actors were actually good for the role.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it worked out.
Right. And it was kind of surprising too, because I would say Noel, he really wasn't, I guess, didn't fit all of the criteria, but he came in and kind of just flipped it and made it his own. So I thought that was pretty cool that he had a unique spin to the character.
Okay, now the day of shooting, were you nervous, anxious, eager? Remember how you felt that day?
I would say all of the above. Like, it was exciting. It's my first film. I mean, I already felt like it was dope just getting that far, starting something, and then the process of like seeing it come to life. So I was already excited about it. I was nervous because, like I said, it's my first film, and I wanted everybody to, especially the actors, feel comfortable and, feel like they are these characters. And so I wouldn't say anxious, but I would say excited and nervous.
Listen, if you're not nervous at every single project, then there's something wrong. I don't care how successful you get. If every single project you don't have some sort of nerve, then there's a problem.
I think it kind of gets you prepared, because if you walk, I can't imagine walking to a set thinking everything's going to work the way I think it's going to work.
Right.
Because I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
It's never happened.
I think the closest ironically, the closest I've gotten to that feeling was my project. And I walked in and we had no actress.
Wow.
So
Fun times.
oh yeah.
Oh, very
Improv,
fun times.
improv.
Oh, that's an interesting story in itself for another date.
But
Oh, we could probably talk about it on the next podcast. You know what I'm saying?
so when you saw the finished product, when edited and everything done, you saw it for the first time. Do you remember how you felt?
Yeah, I was excited. Happy. I was like, yes, I completed something. And it was dope. I thought, like, the script was executed well. The actors seemed believable. I loved the music in the background, like the anxiety that built up with the story.
Yeah, Kim did an excellent
Yeah,
job
she did.
at editing that.
She
and
did.
putting everything in.
And claps for Kim.
Yes.
Which we'll
Shout
add.
out to Kim. Black girl magic. But yeah, like, it was a cliffhanger, and like, even the shooting location I think was perfect.
So now we got from Secrets, and then during everything that's going on in 2020, you did a film through iPhone called Karma. So how did that project come about?
Yeah, so that was one of those that was downloaded, like, given to me in a dream. I had seen, a challenge to do a short film on cell phone, and like a couple of days before, and I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool, especially during quarantine. That would be fun to do, but who has time? Nobody's getting together. It's quarantine, whatever. So I go to sleep, and I literally see the entire film. I wake
That's
up,
dope.
like, literally. I wake up the next day, and I hadn't written it down yet, but I hit up my boy, Richard, and I know he's been wanting to get into films, and I was just like, hey, if we were to shoot like a 1-minute film about quarantine, would you be interested on a cell phone? And he was like, tell me more. And so I basically told him the whole dream that I just had. And I was just like, it's crazy because it's like about quarantine and like, who's going to come shoot this, and and the deadline was like that Sunday. So we only had like 4 days to shoot it. And he was like, hey, I'm down. Like, send me the scripts. Let me know, where we're shooting. And so, like, literally within a day, I wrote the script. I did the storyboard. I did the casting call. But I had already characters. I already had people in my mind that I felt like would pick up the phone and say they would want to be in it. And I mean, from there, it's just like once I said I was going to make this film, it just like, it took off.
It wanted to get made.
It wanted, like literally wanted to get made. And we shot it in one day, and then he edited it the next day. And then we submitted it, and it's just crazy how that whole thing happened.
Good music. Good music.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I love the whole vibe of it. Now, something you don't really see much of now. Your film was a silent film, so like, was that in the dream?
Absolutely. Like, which I was like, man, this is perfect. I don't even have to write. You know, I wrote, and when I say script, I kind of just wrote like the scenes out. But yeah, like it literally was a silent film because it was quarantine, and in the whole film, I pretty much had a mask on the whole time, and so I was like, this is dope. And I'll tell you the premise behind it. Basically, the week before, or just in conversation with my friend, you know, we were talking about like, what are you doing during quarantine? You know, and we were talking about how, you know, you're bored, you know, you're texting, you're not drunk texting, but you're quarantine texting. So that's like, you're bored, you know. So there's always this one person who, you know, will always be around.
Oh yeah.
I've got about 4 of those persons.
Sucker, unfortunately. And I was like, girl, you texting? She was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm trying not to. And so that was basically the theme of it. Like, you know.
One of them, what are you doing texts?
Right.
What are you doing?
But the karma is the one time you want them to be there, they're not there. And so this is what this was.
They're an essential employee. Oh, this is a waste.
Man, that sounds like personal experience.
No, not Ed. Oh, we're moving on now. So,
I'm confused. Anyways.
good, as you all should be. So,
For those in the audience who do not know, Kevin is an essential employee everywhere in the world.
Everywhere.
literally, I'd be waiting on folks to go, hey, man, can you take a few days off? Yes. Please, Lord. Like, it was getting so bad. I was like, I had one job. I was like, look, y'all can fire me if y'all want.
Dang.
If oh no, we love you here. Stop. Like, hate me. Like, I just show up. I don't even care anymore.
Man, nah, don't be like that. Don't be like that.
After
And
about
employed during quarantine.
after May, I was like, yo, my pay doesn't say essential. But y'all keep telling me.
You're essential. That was most of all the essential workers, though.
Oh, yeah, that's the one thing I have in common with all of y'all. I'm like, look, we're going to get this essential pay eventually.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for real?
I was hoping. I guess that was the corona check. I guess.
Where is it at?
I don't know. I'm still looking for it myself. Like, it's in a lucky
Because
pot
I
somewhere.
am too.
I've been looking for this as well. Like, can I get some essential discounts? If I could have gotten that, like, I could have gone to like Walmart and got discounts on some stuff.
Yeah, you
I'd have
ain't
been
getting
fine
no
with that.
essential discounts, man.
Nothing. And Walmart actually gave their employees extra money.
Hey, don't plug them. They're gonna have to pay for that.
It's not a plug. It's me more like hinting. Hey, y'all hiring?
Oh, okay.
Something. But back to shooting with the iPhones. It's So how many iPhones did you all use for shooting?
We used one iPhone 9.
Oh, that was just one iPhone.
One iPhone.
So the process of like shooting with it, would you say kind of smoother?
When I tell you I can't even say it correctly, but that word, using your creativity. I mean, literally, like, we didn't even have like a real tripod. We just kind of threw something together and literally shot it on Richard's iPhone, and he edited everything in post. So, but because I was so clear about the shots that I wanted, he was able to like film everything like exactly how I saw it in my dream, and then he edited afterwards.
Now, do you think like shooting a film through iPhone, do you think that's something you would look into doing more of in the future?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that because of quarantine, it kind of just opened up a whole new genre of way of filming.
Really,
Yeah.
we can't plug it. Remember?
So I just think that's, that may be the future. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is.
So you see a future in his iPhone videography as well?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean-
I don't like iPhones, but I'll use with the video some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
A few years ago, I thought that would have been a great, because I saw at a film festival, and it was just like little kids, and they were shooting their films with iPhones. Now, like, okay, that's good for kids to start shooting.
Oh no.
But these
Not
things
at
are looking
all.
good now.
Yeah, it works. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Well, that was a challenge too. Is to see if you could shoot it on the iPhone.
and like your shots wouldn't shaky. Like honestly, if I didn't know, if you didn't tell me it was shot on an iPhone, I wouldn't have known it was shot on an iPhone.
When I say he literally made a makeshift tripod and rigged that thing to where that phone was not moving, like
It works.
miracles happen every day. I'm telling you.
That
Like you
and,
said.
and steady hands.
True. That
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
Now
But
that's
the film
also
wanted to be made.
that's also a gift
Right.
from God, because we all don't have that.
Oh, I got steady hands.
Hey.
That's another gift God gave me.
You know what I'm saying?
That's another podcast.
I've held
On
stuff,
another level.
and I thought I was steady, and then I was looking at it like, ooh, when did all this happen?
Well, sometimes it's okay for the camera to shake, but not to look like an earthquake.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't even like a little shake. It would look like a joke, almost like somebody pulled you out of nowhere.
No, well, when I first started, I didn't have a steady stabilizer or anything, so I had to figure out how to use my hands with the camera, and that's just how I did it. Now it's
You
just
have a
easy.
surgeon's hands.
Oh, definitely not a surgeon's hands.
Hey, surgeons got to be
Listen.
steady.
Listen, if I get in that operating room and somebody's open, I'm falling out on the table right next to them.
No, so you have their hands, but you don't have
The rest of it is
Yeah.
the rest of you is a regular person. Like when I say hands, I specifically mean hands.
Hey man,
So you want to talk about the festivals and other places you've shown your projects in?
Yeah. So I guess starting last year, I started submitting Secret to, random film festivals. I was like, hey, first film, why not? Let's just shoot your shot. And then was so excited about like how Karma just kind of just made its way into the universe. I was like, you know what? I'm going to submit this one too. And, they both were selected this year, which is so crazy. Because, like I said, these are my first two films ever, and particularly Karma was like a last-minute thing. But Secret, it was selected in July in the Indie X Film Festival as a finalist for Best Crime Short. And then Karma was selected twice for Indie Film Fest in LA in June, and then in July for Best Mobile Short. So it's just
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Add the claps right there.
it's surreal. It's crazy.
So, have you been writing since quarantine at all?
I have. Like I was telling you earlier, I've got like 6 scripts that I've got to finish that I've kind of been writing back and forth. And a few of them I've had over the years, just the stories have been developing, but now I'm wanting to turn them into scripts. So I would say about it's half and half. 3 are like films, and then 3 are like pilots.
Now, with everything going on in the world now, has it made it easier for you to focus on writing, or like you almost feel like you're forcing it, or how is the process for you?
I think it's kind of both ways. I think having to like sit down and like she said, you have time to daydream. So that allows me to kind of tap into that and write. But then at the same time, you're in the house all day. So a lot of times I just want to get out and be in nature. And so I find myself, once I come back in, I'm like, I don't want to focus on that right now, because I'm so on a high of being outside and being in nature and being out of the house. So I feel like it's a balance. You don't want to be all work with everything that's going on, but at the same time, you have a lot of time to be productive. So,
Well, I personally would like to thank you for taking time to talk to us today.
Thank you for
And
Definitely.
I think I speak to all of us when I say we're proud of your personal growth as long as we've known you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
I
hope.
appreciate you guys so much.
She good.
Y'all, y'all were kind of like the you know, the mother and the usher who pushes the child up to like do the Easter speech. Like
that is a very inner. Thank you.
seriously,
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
She's absolutely right.
y'all figured out my personality quickly, and
I tend to do that with a lot of people, but
Yeah,
yeah.
Kevin's good at that.
I'm gonna
Y'all-
push you. I'm gonna push you out the nest.
seriously,
You gonna
like,
fly.
even if you don't want
Fly or
to,
die.
you
You're
know,
going to do it one way or another.
So I'm grateful.
My
I'm
thing
grateful.
is, you know, never say never. You never know.
right.
So it's kind of like you were talking about putting your stuff in film festivals. You never know, and you won.
It's crazy.
And I always say, like, I'm not, like, too much afraid of failing at something. And that's what most people don't ever start. Like, I go into something going, I'm probably going to mess this up. And once you mess up, you know, okay, I can't do that again.
Right.
You just learn from your failures.
Yeah.
And your first project is just being put in the film festival. So you may have been a lot more
Crazy.
ahead than you realized.
Right. To be the best of the best, you have to fail because
Yeah.
if you fail, you're gonna know everything after that.
Yeah.
So in order for me to know everything, I gotta fail. Failure is my best friend.
And the thing about when you mess up, it's usually when you've gotten good at it, it's a funny story years later.
right. Yeah.
So, and I like telling funny stories. So I kind of rush to failure.
Well, I don't know about that funny part, but I got a bunch of them stories.
The failure's not fun, but you know the
It's
other
not fun
side
at
is-
the moment.
right.
I put the fun in failure. Be like, what?
But you learn from it.
Right.
It's cool.
Especially the worse it is.
The more you learn.
Like I'll never
Stay
hire
humble,
her
too.
again.
Yeah.
Stay
Yeah.
humble.
Exactly.
Well, I think that is all the time we have here. That will be a wrap.